in honor to the 157th birthday of the great inventor Nikolas Tesla. With the help of two Tesla experts and historians Bernard Carlson and Mark Safer, I am able to compile a list of interesting facts that you probably didn't know about Nikolas Tesla. 1. He was born during a lightning storm between the hours of midnight on July 9th and July 10th, 1856. During a violent lightning storm, Nikola Tesla was born. The midwife reportedly wrung her hands midway through the birth and said the lightning was a terrible omen. She said, "This child will be a child of gloom." His mother answered, "No, he will be a child of light." 2. He was really funny. The majority of people are unaware of Tesla's great sense of humor, according to Safer. For instance, Rudyard Kipling wrote the following in a letter to a close friend after dinner with the author and poet. 3. He and Edison were rivals, but not sworn enemies. Tesla and inventor Thomas Edison have frequently been portrayed as rivals, but Carlson claims that this is an inaccurate portrayal of their relationship. Early in his career, Tesla designed direct current generators while working for Edison. However, he famously left to work on his own project, the alternating current induction motor. Yes, they were on opposing sides of the so-called current wars, with Tesla supporting alternating current and Edison supporting direct current. But according to Carlson, they were their generation's Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, one a superb marketer and businessman and the other a visionary and tech person. On one occasion, Tesla spoke at a conference that Edison attended. Due to his hearing impairment and desire to remain undetected, Edison hid in the back of the auditorium to listen to the lecture. Tesla, however, saw Edison in the audience, called attention to him, and led the audience in applauding him. Safer adds a qualification, stating that their connection was one of love and hatred. Edison first disregarded Tesla, but with time, he grew to admire him. According to him, Edison gave him a lab when Tesla's lab caught fire, so obviously there was some mutual respect, Safer added. 4. He developed the idea for smartphone technology in 1901. Tesla may have had a bright mind, but Carlson claimed that Tesla struggled to put his ideas into action. Tesla explained to his financier and business partner, J.P. Morgan, a new method of instant communication that involved gathering stock quotes and telegram messages, funneling them to his laboratory, where he would encode them and give them each a new frequency in the race to develop transatlantic radio. He said that a device that would fit in your hand would emit that frequency. Carlson explained that Tesla had predicted the smartphone and wireless internet, noting that this was the concept that had him the most puzzled out of all others. In terms of giving information to each individual user, he was the first to consider the information revolution, according to Carlson. He also devised the idea but never the technology for radio astronomy, radar, X-rays, and a particle beam known as a death ray. 5. He shook the poop out of Mark Twain. One popular mythology surrounding the eccentric Tesla was that he had an earthquake machine in his Manhattan laboratory that shook his building and nearly brought down the neighborhood during trials. According to Carlson, Tesla's invention was actually a high-frequency oscillator rather than an earthquake machine. In the laboratory, a piston placed beneath a platform rattled erratically as it moved, another test of more effective electricity. Carlson claimed that although it didn't completely destroy the building, it shaken the feces out of Mark Twain. Tesla, who knew Twain from their gentleman's club and was aware of his intestinal issues, extended an invitation to him. Twain was told to stand on the platform as he turned the oscillator on. After about 90 seconds, Twain got off the podium and ran for the facilities. 6. He had famous friends. People are unaware of his friendship with conservationist John Muir. According to Safer, Muir, one of the Sierra Club's founders, cherished the fact that Tesla's hydroelectric power system used clean energy. Tesla refers to this as running on the wheelwork of nature because it is powered by waterfalls. Henry Clay Frick and Thomas Fortune Ryan, both financiers, were also close friends of his. At the height of the Gilded Period, he resided at the Waldorf Astoria, according to Safer, who also noted that his renown diminished as he aged. 7. Pearls drove him crazy. Tesla resisted speaking to women wearing pearls because he could not stand the sight of them. He sent his secretary home for the day when she wore pearl jewelry. Tesla had a very particular sense of style and aesthetics and believed that in order to be successful, one needed to look successful. Carlson said, No one knows why he had such an aversion. He took great satisfaction in being a dapper dresser, and he always wore white gloves to supper. He claimed that every shot of Tesla is meticulously crafted to show his good side. 8. He had a photographic memory and a fear of germs. Tesla possessed a skill called photographic memory. He was reputed to store ideas for inventions in his head and to memorize books, pictures, and other information. He also possessed a great imagination and the capacity for three-dimensional visualization, which he utilized to manage the horrifyingly vivid dreams he had experienced as a child. He is mystical and unusual in popular culture in part because of this, according to Carlson. He was also renowned for his extreme hygiene practices, which were a result of a nearly fatal case of cholera when he was a youngster. Jenny Martyr contributed to this report. If you enjoyed the video, PLS leave a like, comment on the most interesting part of Nikolas Tesla, and most of all subscribe, as it helps us create interesting videos as this.